Welcome back, everybody, to Lazer Grand Arena 2026. Continuing this day with another set of matches, with another banger coming up is going to be aknzx versus Aleph, seed number 6 and seed number 27, an Australian versus a Spaniard. This is going to be a really exciting match, and I'm really looking forward to this. Both of these players have been doing really well in the tournaments for the past year, and in general, both of these players also skill set wise are quite similar to each other. Both of these players primarily focusing on mechanics, but also being kind of an all-rounders in that case. But that being said, I'm Laden, and today joined with me is going to be Vorty.
Back on another match, and already getting right into the bans here. Aleph banning out that DT2 immediately. aknzx responding with that no mod 2. aknzx, very well-rounded player, as you mentioned, but certainly his strength is going to be tapping. That DT2 ban is pretty unsurprising, and does not want any business with that rating map. aknzx is a player as well. In the history of LGA so far, it's been 2 iterations before this. This is the 3rd one. That first iteration, aknzx second overall behind Tuna. Second iteration got top 6. So aknzx, has been a really strong performer in LGA thus far. And so saying that, like, pretty big favorite going into this with this one. But Aleph is, I would say, really tough competition for seed 27 here.
Oh, for sure. Aleph is definitely a dark horse when it comes to this matchup. Definitely capable more than that seed suggests. But that being said, in general, this is going to be a really tough matchup for both of these players, because when you have 2 mechanics players and you play against each other, the general pick ban strategy gets a lot more trivial in comparison. But so far, it looks like we already have a few protects coming in. A DT1 protect coming in from aknzx, playing more into that mechanics, speed, strength that they have. Aleph also not really that foreign to that skill set. Also really good at this, being one of their primary skill sets too. But in general, aknzx on paper should be feeling a lot more comfortable on maps like these, while Aleph should be a lot more comfortable on reading maps. So you can already see that from a Lazer mod protect from the blue player, which leads us to the second round of bans.
And this time, I hope it's a real protect, unlike what we saw from Drox as a 3rd ban. This time, I think it is going to be a real protect, hopefully at least. As Aleph DT3 ban, so every DT map he could have banned, he did ban. Obviously, that DT1 being protected, I think very fair ban. Anything in that DT pool is going to be just an absolute joy for aknzx to play, as he obviously protects his really strong DT1 skill set, one of his most comfortable maps. And aknzx going to ban that no mod 4, so banning out the tech, it is, I think, something he had a harder time with in the qualifiers. Obviously, being seed 6, he did very well overall, but that tech skill set is one of his weaker ones.
True, unfortunate there for Oatmilk, who is in the chat, really so far unable to see their map being played, but still, you'll probably see it sometime soon. But with that being said, a hidden 2 is coming in from aknzx as a pick, and this map is going to be quite peculiar, quite fascinating by itself. It was banned last match, but the overall aim control requirement for this is quite high. The CS is also a little higher than we would expect from a regular hidden map. It's going to be CS 4.5, and it has a few techy elements, primarily focusing on flow at 180 BPM. So definitely a more interesting pick from aknzx. Not the one that I would expect in particular, but still pretty cool pick nonetheless.
And I mean, I think this pick is going to showcase just the diversity in aknzx's skill set. I mean, he got rank 1 on qualifiers on the hidden 2 and quals, which I think had similarities with something like this. It's a very cut stream heavy, flow heavy hidden. But aknzx can basically play anything you throw at him. It's not just a DT he's going to be good at. And starting, I think, with the hidden instead of that DT1, shows some sense of confidence here. And remember, with the bracket format, he doesn't just want to win this pick, he wants to win it by a lot here, because Aleph likely will trade something back. Be tough, but getting into this one, very flow heavy, cut heavy. Not as bad on the tech sliders, but has tech elements for sure.
Yep, definitely a non-zero element for this. and the map starts off. The overall slider velocity for this map doesn't change a whole lot, and it's not like ridiculously high, but still the tech element is very much present as the intro finishes, and Aleph will be finding a miss right after that. Had a slight advantage already gone as it switches towards Aknz, but the accuracy department for both of these players is looking relatively similar, but the Aknz having a higher combo due to that earlier miss from Aleph.
Yeah, I mean, Aknz just dropped a little bit of accuracy in the intro, but it actually picked up as we go forward. And I mean, with all these maps, pretty much already pretty high star rating, even for these really high level players. So getting really deep combos is always going to prove to be a challenge, but especially something like this kind of hidden control-y map, so easy to miss. There is truly no free combo in a map like this. Pretty long one as well here, almost 5 minutes total length, so plenty of time for things to settle. But Aknz thus far still full comboing. Aleph doing their best to build a recovery. But I mean, not much Aleph can do here if Aknz just keeps holding, but a lot of time left to go.
Yep, as you have said, and due to the map being 4 minutes and 45 seconds long, there's so much wiggle room, so much potential in this particular map. But the build-up is there. Aknz finds a miss, though, and Aleph has the opening. 20,000 score difference. The second KI is on the board. A lot more flow, but still, it does go slowly towards the right, though. 17,000 score difference already shrinking towards 14,000 as Aleph continues to hold on and needs to hold on for more to get that score advantage on their side. A reminder that this was Aknz's pick, and so far, it's not going the way you want, but Aknz, another miss, exacerbates the situation even further while Aleph continues to hold this combo already past 800, and it's still building.
I mean, Aleph is just putting on a show right now. Aknz having that initial miss, struggling with those more jumpy slider sections. As Aleph does find a miss here on this really extended stream section, but has built up a 50k score lead on Aknz's own pick. Really huge performance here from Aleph, because and if Aleph can just keep this momentum going to the end here and end with a win on this map, just needs to be positive on his own pick, and that will be first bracket done. So really strong starting from Aleph, but still 2 minutes left in the map, so needs to keep locked in here.
Yep, still half off the map left. The players are on the recovery. Both players have a similar combo to each other with a 2% accuracy advantage on the side of Aleph, but still it's slowly going towards the left, though, as Aknz does have a slightly higher combo, which does lead an opportunity for to try and come back from the score deficit, but it's still barely moving towards the left, inch by inch, centimeter by centimeter, but the damage is still there. Aleph continues to hold on. It's actually moving towards the right now as a few hundreds were dropped from Aknz. So, but nonetheless, though, Aleph finds a miss, and Aknz won't be the one to trade as well. It's still anyone's game. 30,000 score difference, 40,000 closer to that area, but still the KI is high on the rise, and the players continue to try and hold and find some semblance of the combo. And for Aleph, it's critical. Finds a miss, though. Aknz with the combo, it's still going towards the left, 36,000 and shrinking a lot more.
I mean, here, if you're Aknz, you just want to get as much score as possible here to at least still make this bracket, or this first set, winnable when it goes to Aleph's pick. But he's clawing back that score lead, at least trying to. Did find that extra miss as Aleph trades once again. So it's just staying at 24k right now in favor of Aleph. Not moving as much as Aknz, finding a little bit of a chain miss there, gives some more score to Aleph. And now 30 seconds left in this map. I think we're in the quiet section. There's not much density here. So this should just be a Aleph breakpoint to start off with, but obviously needs to convert on his next pick to win the set.
Indeed, such a strong showing from Aleph, especially on that second third of the map. Holding through ridiculous patterns, holding through one of the hardest parts in the map in general. The first PI is so brutal on the aim control aspect, not as hard as the second one, but the damage has been done as Aleph will be taking this break point, kind of, but still, you still need to win the set, and you need to think the advantage is on your side. It's in the palm of your hand, and now the options are there for you to try and retain that.
It's going to be tough. I think in a matchup like this where both players are going to be able to play pretty much anything at a solid level. You have to be really tactical with your picks here, and you need to find something that you feel pretty good on here. Try to really lock in this set with that, you know, mispick seemingly from Aknz. And it will be the Lazer map. Oh yeah, I actually do like this as a just secure the dub here if Aleph feels really, really good on this extremely interesting map, and I'm so excited we get to see it this time.
So true. Lazer Mod mentioned looping the rooms is in this room right now. And oh well, this map, for those of you who did not see our explanation for this last match, this map, not only, first of all, is it very reading happy without the Lazer mod just adds so much flavor into this map. The circular movement enhanced even more, and the ki is just ridiculous. Your head might be spinning from this map, and it might as well be just looping the rooms. And here we go to start off this map, and aknz already starting off with a quite shaky performance here, unable to find the accuracy nor the combo, while Aleph is looking like a fish in the pond.
I mean, this is the quote-unquote easy part of the map, as in it's mostly just down to practice and understanding the rhythm as aknz overtaps that section. I do not think he is practiced. Aleph finding some struggles, but we are about to enter a different universe as we lead up into those squares. Good luck. Oh man, dude, I don't even know what's happening from the spectator point of view. Aknz has completely lost the plot, as Aleph hitting a lot of those squares does miss on these hexagon sections, but Aknz is, he was not prepared, and yeah, I think that shows it.
Oh my god, that was so funny. But yeah, Aknz, you have to play through another ki like this. You might want to put a second question mark if anything. But yeah, so far, a very confident showing from Aleph. 185,000 score difference, which I think, given that the second ki exists, and the fact that aknz is cursor dancing, just honestly a complete and total annihilation of aknz on this Lazer mod. And it's time for the second ki.
I mean, honestly, what he's hitting at the beginning of this, he hit the back and forth. Oh my goodness, actually not a bad showing from Aknz on the second ki at all. Doing better, I think, than Aleph, hitting that hexagon. He just locked in. I mean, maybe if he practiced the map, he would have actually been pretty competitive on it, given this showing now, but obviously it's far too late as Aleph built that 200k score lead and will easily take this for a set.
Yep. Might have even considered picking this a bit later into the match, because you've already had a prophecy with your breakpoint on aknz's pick, so might have left that for later, but still, a set is a set, a point is a point, and a good start for the underdog in this match, while aknz not being able to show up on this Lazer mod. But it's going to be Aleph's pick to try and retain the momentum, and the momentum is definitely there after that Lazer mod, Vorty.
I mean, for sure. And yeah, as you mentioned, obviously, now that we know that the score difference ended up being 200k, it would have been better, most likely, for Aleph to save that later for when, you know, aknz wins the pick by like 100k. But Aleph likely didn't know aknz's practice level of that map going into it. Had he known that aknz didn't really play the map before, probably would have picked it later. But I mean, we saw with aknz in that second ki, had he practiced it, I think it would have been a lot better. But Aleph taking that hidden 3, so aknz opens with the hidden 2, and then probably the closest map in terms of similarity, as having tech elements, control elements, obviously a lot more ulti, more Nomad 3-like than that hidden 2, but Aleph picking something similar, which is unusual.
Yep. But honestly, given that they did win hidden 2 against aknz, this pick does have merit to this. But yeah, this map by itself, waiting for Aleph to slowly load in, I suppose. But nonetheless, the map is really cool when it comes to ult patterns. The overall tech patterns, too, are quite versatile, and you would see a lot more tech elements in this map in comparison to the hidden 2. Few of technical issues here, and we are back into this map. Hopefully, Aleph is still, I guess, looping the rooms when it comes to this. Yeah.
Yep. It's actually I haven't seen this before in Steel. It's kind of cool. We're seeing like a time warp effect on Alep's side, but hopefully it catches up soon to aknz's progress. I think that's a real miss, I assume, as aknz is currently FCing this hidden 3.
Yep, still about 2/3 of the map left, and the map is just about picking up. But definitely already the patterns are starting to show up. More density, more alt-aim control sections, more funky sliders, and with that, aknz still continues to hold on to the combo, while Aleph is not only struggling with the internet, unable to download a bird, but also unable to hold on to the combo.
And I mean, this is kind of more of the performance I would expect from aknz on something like that hidden 2. He had a tough time on, but he is making up for it on this hidden 3 that he is winning by a large margin. Does find the chain miss, but it's hard to know how big the score lead really is. I'm not sure if it's factoring in the current point that Aleph is playing on, or if it's 10 seconds delayed, but really big lead here so far for aknz, and if he can just hold onto it, as Aleph looks like he's building up a pretty good recovery here now.
Yep, does. Never mind. I'm not sure whether those misses did register or not, but still the combo is there and it's slowly going towards side. 140,000 score difference. Never mind, does not find a miss, but aknz still on the recovery. That was indeed a miss this time around, though, and the accuracy difference between these two players is 0.4%, with aknz having a pretty comfortable advantage in general. Those arrows are pointing towards the bird. A bit of a chain miss at the end. Let's see how Aleph will hit that when he catches up, but still, really good showing here from aknz as the final part of this map settles the dust.
Yeah, I mean, really convincing start on your opponent's pick. Apparently that technical bug is caused when people start a map tabbed out, causes like an offset delay as Aleph getting back some of that score that's in the future. That aknz got, does end 95k behind. So aknz has a nice cushion here to fall on as he goes into his own pick. Likely with this bleed, I don't think he needs to pick his strongest map here, but something solid for sure here. Gotta get a set win. Don't want to be behind 2 sets against Aleph.
That is true. 95,000 is definitely something to work with, but the question is, what would aknz go for here? Definitely doable for Aleph to try and come back from aknz's pick, but aknz, I guess from what I'm hearing, might be moving more towards that mechanics map. Still, that DT1 Protect was not picked yet from the side of aknz, and I feel like if it was any time to pick this, maybe now, or maybe another set, but instead of we see Hidden 1.
Hidden 1, okay, so we're just all picking the hiddens. aknz staying in that hidden pool after winning that hidden 3. This one, a lot more conventional, aim-focused. AR 9.8 as well, so with BPM 230, which makes actually not super dense here for a hidden. So it's really more of a focus on your raw aim mechanics, which aknz pretty strong on. Aleph also going to be pretty strong on. This is one of the more common skill sets in this game, so should be pretty competitive here.
Indeed, a very contested skill set, all things considered so far. Both players with the full combos, and aknz with the double S so far, but the map is going to be relatively long. 230 BPM, that fast aim check for this pool is on our screens so far, and aknz doing so well with that accuracy. Aleph has been building up it slowly but surely, but still, finally, the SS drop for aknz, and 10,000 score difference as we get into the first PI.
SS drop, always good to be less nervous. Holding on to an SS is just too much pressure here, especially on an A map, when really just doesn't matter the moment you miss. And there's the miss for aknz, and now Aleph has the opportunity needed. It's a pretty long map, so still needs to carry on this combo for quite a while to really do some damage, but 100k score in the deficit to try to build back, and he's doing it here. 15k now in the lead, and Aleph can just keep this combo going. We could see the start of a pretty big upset here in the bracket. Remember, this is single elim, so if Aleph wins this match, aknz is gone as a 6th seed, and the possibility is here to begin with in this hidden 1 to go up 2 sets.
He just needs to hold The players did see their scores on that break. They are aware. Aleph understands the reality of the situation, but still, the nerfs might be there, but the score advantage in the combo is still building. 40,000 score difference. You just need to have it higher than that 95,000 that Akn's built on that hidden free. But still, this hidden one so far backfiring for Akn's. Another set of PIs. The stream's not catching anyone off guard. The spacing is now higher. Still, Aleph with an FC. Everything is in his power to try and get the second set on the board. And it's still building. Akn's on the recovery, 450 combo, still there, breathing on Aleph's neck, and Aleph will be finding the miss, another miss to follow up, but Akn's still with the combo, also a trade. Aleph continues to hold on to that advantage with that trade, but still, it needs to be more score than 50,000.
I mean, Akn's really on the accuracy, it's keeping him afloat as Aleph down 1.5% AC, which is really big with this Lazer scoring system, as Aleph found a chain miss there on one of the streams, and Aleph's still favored on this pick right now, but needs 60k left, and with only 40 seconds of the map to go, it's going to be very tough here for Aleph to get enough score.
Indeed, you need a miracle, you need an absolute disaster from Akn's to occur for Aleph to try and take the set for himself, but still the combos are there, and no misses inside the last KI. The last song here, not gonna be of significant importance. Akn's does find a miss though, gives an Aleph an opportunity, but the time is just not there. 15 seconds left. Aleph will be hitting those jumps, but they will not matter. Finally finds a miss towards the very end. And even if Aleph took this map, the overall score difference on that hidden free will be the ultimate deciding factor, and Akn's will be taking this set, and now we are tied 1-1.
And huge opportunity for Aleph at that halfway point, but the pressure, especially with how challenging the aim in this map is, too great as Akn's held through, and it's rare you see a map like this kind of being swung by accuracy, but I mean, that was a huge part of it. Akn's just better in that front, and it kept him in it. So now sets are evened out, as Akn's, I believe, gets the first pick here going into this next set, and I think we'll have a quick lobby restart. Because the chat was broken after that initial disconnect. There we go. We can see the chat once again. Very nice. As Akn's getting right in the DT1, I think that is the pick here. You want to go strong into this third set here. Build a nice 2-1 set lead. So he's going into his most comfortable map here.
Yeah, you want to keep the momentum. You want to keep that pressure on the mechanics. And you want to continue terrorizing Aleph on this map so far. DT1, a very Akn's map in comparison. 260 BPM with a 1.2 rate change, I think. But yeah, this map is going to be quite difficult, but it's still, on paper, heavily favored towards Akn's. But Aleph, do not count them out, because this is something that can also play quite well as well.
I think, or I assume there was a real miss from Aleph at the beginning. Not a great start, but recovering fine. And I mean, yeah, both players very good at DT mechanics. This is a mix of DT aim, 264 aim, and big bursty sections as well. Akn's, you know, really good at this skill set, but against a player like Aleph, like with the way Aleph is playing, you can't really give him too much room here. You have to perform here for your Akn's. Honestly, ideally, just look for the full combo, which is something Akn's can certainly do on this map.
Indeed, the accuracy advantage as well as a slight combo advantage on the side of Akn's, but still, one mistake and you are out. Aleph still breathing on Akn's neck. That score difference might be building towards the left, but as soon as one miss is seen on the board, and it all comes crumbling down, and the miss is going to be on the side of Aleph, this map is ridiculously short, and Akn's continues to hold on for this intense section, hold through the streams, hold through the slider jumps, and looking for that FC. Still 40 seconds off the map left, one KI left, the chorus is there, finds a miss on an aim pattern, but ultimately, Aleph will not be able to come back into this map, and the question that is lingering is how big of a score difference will be on this DT1.
The big miss from Akn's there, because if he kept that full combo going, the score lead he would have built up would have been almost insurmountable for Aleph, but now it's still very large. It's looking to pass that 180k score threshold. It's still doable in practice, but I mean, in reality, that's going to be tough. 183k, really big score lead here for Aknz. And it's going to give Aleph a lot of work here, as he has to look for something, ideally, to try to get better performance on than Aknz. By that margin, it's going to be tough.
Or you can go and sacrifice a map. Something along the lines of maybe like Nomad 5, very mechanic speed favored map that does favor Aknz on paper. Could be picked by Aleph so that he will not play that. And yeah, that's exactly the strategy here. They go for Nomad 5, Little Rabbit, and Deliverance. The map starts off at a relatively lower-ish BPM for this particular skill set. It starts at 218. But it builds up more and more. It goes to 240, then to 250, and finishes at 280 BPM. This map is brutal when it comes to this skill set.
I mean, the ending of this map, when it gets into that 280, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think I do probably agree. You're down 180k, most likely to tank the set here. A little bit scary to do, because doing so puts your opponent up 2-1, and now you just cannot lose any sets, but I think it is still likely the strategy, especially if Aleph isn't feeling as good on this Nomad 5 that Aknz will likely be very comfortable on.
Indeed. That is the strategy here so far. The accuracy already showing a glimpse of what might happen in this map. Aknz with an SS. Granted, it's just the slower section, it's just the start, and the beginning of this map is the easiest part of this in general. But something to note nonetheless. The map is going to be 3 minutes long, and here come the build-up to 120 BPM parts now. A bit of a build-up for that BPM, which is going to be going higher and higher as we speak. Already at about 230 to 40 range, and it just continues to go. Aleph did find a miss earlier on, and Aknz still on that full combo.
I would say this earlier section is where you're going to have a much easier time comboing. By the time it gets to that 280 part, only the true speed demons are going to keep combo. So Aleph finding that early miss obviously gives Aknz a huge advantage here, but obviously this is not really an Aleph pick. He is picking this so that Aknz doesn't have as good options later on. But Aknz, has an opportunity here to really show his dominance on the skill set as Aleph finds another break. Aknz is still trudging along, extremely impressive accuracy as well, right below that 99% mark.
Yup, and as the BPM hits 250, Aknz breaks the 1000 combo and continues to hold, looking so confident and just so domineering on this Nomad 5. Another break from Aleph, but Aknz is not even sweating for so far. 1200 combo, 99% accuracy. Just look at him go. 140,000 score difference. The map does build up. 250 BPM still in there. Very high BPM, building up even more. But Aknz, so far, not even a glimpse of a miss. Not even a hint there.
Looking at his performance in retrospect, I'm surprised he didn't pick this over the Hidden 2. But, yeah, I mean, just really showing his strength here as we're in a progressively faster section of the map here. Aleph, doing his best, but Aknz is just on another level with speed.
Indeed, 1700 combo, 280 BPM part is about to start off. This is where Aknz could get an FC, and the question is whether he'll be able to do so. The debate whether who will take the set is no longer a question. It's already set in stone. It's going to be Aknz. But whoever takes this, whether Aknz can FC this, is the question that is lingering on our minds. 2,000 combo is gone, and Aknz continues to hold this finger control patterns, the speed patterns. Not an issue, not an obstacle, and Aknz continues to shred through the map. Few 1/3, the map slowly calms down, and by the looks of it, Aknz will be finishing off this Nomad 5 with an FC. And with a high accuracy of 98.82%, such a strong showing from the Australian. And such a good score on their side as well, Vorty.
And that's the Aknz on speed, man. That's what he does. That's what he does. This is his domain. As, I mean, getting a score that potentially it might end up being the score of the weekend for this map. It's going to be tough for anybody to beat that. From the combo and the accuracy department, but extremely impressive here from Aknz. Very well done from Aleph to pick that now, because had Aknz had that option going into this next set, it obviously would have been pretty much a decider for the entire set. But now Aknz up 2-1. Aleph to pick first here. And as the pool narrows down, your options are less and less, and he's going to go for precision, so going for a very volatile swingy skill set.
Interesting. I would imagine with that Nomad 4 ban coming in from aknz that maybe Aleph would go something closer towards HR3, towards another tech map, which could be relatively contested. HR2 I feel like is still contested, but maybe a little more favored towards aknz in comparison to that HR3, but not a pick that I hate. CS 7.8 hyper precision and alt, 1 minute and 54 seconds long. Another short map. It's going to be a breeze here, as we will be witnessing how well these players fare on Osu for ants.
No, it's I would say it's Osu for well, what's something a little bit bigger than ant? Maybe cockroaches. Maybe that kind
Probably,
of size.
yeah.
Ants, I'm thinking like CS 9. That's Osu for ants. CS 10. That's Osu for termites. It's aknz finds a miss. So does Aleph. And just trades here, and this kind of skill set, precision with alt as well, so easy to miss on, man. Like, so few players really have the consistency on a map like this to really get a deep combo. As both players are trading misses. Aleph, though, coming out a little bit better, but I imagine we're just going to be trading breaks here and there over and over again. But Aleph, the big thing here, that accuracy is on his side.
That accuracy is a saving grace for Aleph. Both players missing left, right, and center, unable to find the combo, trading every single moment they get. Another miss, another trade for both of these players, but Aleph still on that accuracy lead. The saving grace indeed as we get into the KI. 10,000 score difference. Aleph finds a miss, does give a bit of an edge to aknz to try and come back into this, and it does shift towards aknz as the combo is still there. Aleph, another miss, a chain miss to that as well. The accuracy now on the side of aknz too, and suddenly it flips towards the left. You gotta hope for the misses on the side of aknz if you're rooting for Aleph, but it's not happening. 15,000 score difference already, and just shifts more towards the right as the map slips from Aleph's hands at the very last moment.
I mean, Aleph just struggling in that ending, kind of losing it a little bit as aknz seemed to get more comfortable towards the end. Does find a miss on a kind of nothing slider there, but leaves this pick, this Aleph pick, with a 62k score lead. And now you just gotta pick a map that you lose, or well, that you just need to not lose more than 63k score on, which how aknz has been playing. Should be pretty doable. A lot of wiggle room here. And what is that pick going to be? What are you looking at here, Leiden, as the bullet to end this one? And that's going to be Hard Rock 1.
That was stalling immediately. I was thinking between either HR1 or Nomad 1. aknz doing good on both that hidden one and in general in a mechanics department. Hard Rock 1 is going to be another aim consistency map, not as mechanics heavy as a Nomad 1, which is going to be somewhat similar to Burn This Moment Into the Retina of My Eye, especially song-wise, as you can kind of hear the samples. But Mud Shovel, a custom map from Felek, is going to be the one that's going to be played. And yeah, once again, very awkward in comparison, very geometric as well, a lot of squares, a lot of awkward patterns, very kind of like Russian-esque type of mapping as well. But yeah, it's going to be aknz's pick, and on paper, it should be favoring him, but Aleph can still pretty much put up a performance on this to try and stay afloat in this match.
So for Aleph's benefit, you know, he won that hidden one that aknz picked, and this being an A map, obviously Aleph has the ability to play this. However, it is Hard Rock instead of hidden. aknz has the Hard Rock momentum coming out of Hard Rock 2. Looked really, really good at the end there as well. Looked more warmed up into that precision skill set. So just given the mod comfort, I think aknz should look pretty good on this. The more awkward aim patterns don't matter as much when it's AR10. Obviously still does matter somewhat. But it's going to be a big test of that aim comfort here. And I think the pressure now is going to be weighing on Aleph.
Indeed. The map is also allowing a miss from Aleph already from this intro section. A few misses to follow up as well. Not the best way to start the map when you are facing elimination from the tournament, but still, aknz to trade. That intro is not sparing anyone, and a 5,000 score difference will be the one to come out of this intro. Maybe a little higher as Aleph finds a miss as well, but nothing too major. But aknz will hold to that slight accuracy and combo advantage.
Very long map as well, so plenty of time here to recover, to build up combos here for either player. Remember, Aknz has that 62k score cushion, so Aleph needs to win this pick by at least that margin to keep the match going. And so far, with that extra break from Aleph, yeah, Aknz with a nice lead here.
Indeed, 27,000 score difference, growing more and more as that combo continues to hold on, approaching toward that sweet 99% accuracy, while Aleph trying his best to find the recovery and try and catch up to Aknz, who continues to hold on to the combo. Intense section, not an issue so far. A few hundreds being dropped for Aknz, but not a drop, not a combo drop, not a miss, and as opposed to Aleph, who found a miss there. But Aknz continues to hold on. Those patterns are not confusing him at the slightest, as the difference is already at 50,000.
Now, keeping your combo up to this more quiet section should be able to get a nice free score here. That's going to be a whole, really big here for this match. As Aknz he doesn't even need to win this pick, he just needs to not lose it by a lot. Does find that break though, so now Aleph has a chance. Aknz finding a couple misses here, but Aleph trades it right back, and Aknz is going to keep that 50k score lead going into the halfway point.
A few misses found and a few accuracy dropped a little for the Australian, while Aleph continues to hold on, finds a miss though, never mind. It's still a back and forth. The situation is relatively similar for both of these players. The accuracy is slightly 0.1% towards Aknz's favor, and the combo is also there. It's still moving towards the left, but the time is off the essence. Still half off the map left. If you're rooting for Aleph, you gotta hope for Aknz to crumble for the rest of this half, but so far it's not looking like this. The confidence is there, the consistency for that player is shining as bright as possible, while Aleph is going to be the one strong behind. The break is there. Aknz finds a miss before the break. Aleph already understanding his fate. Is 1/3 is what's remaining.
Riding the GG07, he would need to get 120k score advantage over Aknz in this last minute, which I think is almost impossible for a map like this, so not unfair to say that now, but Aknz is going to roll out the red carpet, walk across, take this match 3-1 by the end, barring an absolute collapse, which I don't even think would be possible on an map like this.
Indeed. But yeah, one last section, 50 seconds remaining. The collapse, not imminent. Probably unlikely, while Aleph continues to hold on to the recovery. And the question is more about pride and prestige right now, whether Aleph can take at least this map, not the set, at least the map, and it's slowly going towards their way. 30 seconds still left, but it's shifting so slow, and he finds a miss as well, a final nail in the coffin to seal his fate. And with that, Aknz, with 20 seconds still remaining for this map, will be the one to beat Aleph with a score of 3-1 and advance further, while Aleph will be eliminated from Lazer Grand Arena 2026 with the set score of 3-1.
Well, really good showing from Aleph. There was a moment there where the match easily could have been 2-0. He had that potential in that hit and one, so really good showing. Aknz, seed 6, has a really well-storied career in LGA thus far. So it would have been an absolute phenomenal upset, but I think still did a good job here for Aleph. And Aknz, showing why he's seated this high, will be moving along in the bracket here. And I believe, I'll pull up that bracket in a moment. He'll be going up against the winner of Riot versus Fedora Goose. So that's going to be a really good matchup in that round too.
Indeed, but don't go anywhere yet. We still have one more match in 20 minutes. This time, neither me nor Wardy will be present for that one, but still a very excited match between Nelnyan and MySGD. So make sure to tune in to this, and good luck to Aknz for his future matches. But with that, casting this match was Laden and Wardy, and we'll see you next time.
See you all.